Hello guys, happy Monday. How are we doing? I am here. I just received, I got this I thrifted it from someone on Facebook. Very excited. It's the Blood Money palette from Jeffree Star. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swatch the whole palette for you so that you can see that, and then I'm also going to do a eye look using this palette. Very happy. I love greens, all shades of green, so I really wanted this palette when it came out. We just didn't have the money, so when I got this second hand, I was so excited. I will be probably itching my nose a little bit. I just got my septum pierced on Friday. What do we think? I like it. I can't wait to get a different ring in it because this is so small, but it didn't hurt. So this is my first time putting on makeup since I got it done, so hopefully it doesn't irritate my nose too much or anything. Hopefully let me know if the lighting, the sound, everything sounds okay to you guys. We did move over the weekend. As you can see, my background's a little bit different. We have a Kiss curtain up. My dad and I are huge Kiss fans, and so we moved in to help him out. And if I could I'll pan to the rest of my room at the end of the video, and there's a whole wall full of Kiss photos, signed and everything. So hopefully this curtain isn't too distracting. But I am going to go ahead. I will swatch the palette first and show you that, and then we will go ahead and get into the eye look. So again, this is the Blood Money palette. It's his green palette. I'm going to go ahead and show you the inside. So of course it has a good mirror like his palettes always do. And then this is the color story. The person I got it from hadn't even swatched it. They had not used it. Nothing. I swatched it when I got it, but I will go ahead. I should have just taken pictures so I could insert them so I didn't have to swatch it again, but it's fine. I will go ahead and get this swatched for you guys. So I will be right well, why don't we just do it live? That'll be even better. I'll make for a better video. So we have Divine Intervention, which is a white with it's got green glitter in it, which I love. We have Mint Condition and Chameleon Fetish. So I'm going to swatch these on the top of my arm because the side of my arm has tattoos. And then we have Poison Ivy, which is Ian's favorite shade. We have Make It Rain and Crocodile Tears. This one here is Poison Ivy. It's absolutely stunning. I guess I could show you my arm as I go. Then we have Equity, which is like a camo-y green. It's one of my favorite shades. We have Money Heist, which is a green gold glitter. And then we have CEO, which is a deeper gold. Let me turn the lights down a little bit. Hopefully that'll be better. And we have Emerald Estate, which is the only shimmer in the palette that has like a grainy texture. We have Heavy Weighted and Jaded. These are all super soft. I can't do a straight line to save my life. We have Private Island, Self-Made, and Tax Free. I love these grungier camel-y greens. That is tax free. It's beautiful. And then the three darkest shades of the palette, we have Persuasion, Secret Stash, which is stunning, and Black Card Limit. So Secret Stash is like a gray with green glitter. And then Black Card Limit is a black with glitter as well. So this, as you can see, it's like a taupey gray, and then it's got that green shift. I want to use that shade today. That is my absolute favorite shade. So that is... I didn't do a straight line at all. Jesus. Alright. Well, you can see that that's the palette. That's what we're working with, is greens. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go just get a makeup wipe my arm off, and put some moisturizer on, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are all moisturized, and now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using the Morphe Eyelid Primer. I don't mind this primer. I've used better, but I've definitely used worse. It does get the job done. Now I'm just going to take, I do one eye at a time. As you guys, if you've been here, you know that. I'm just going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into, I'm just going to set my lid with Mint Condition. Alright, so there is quite a bit of kick up in the pan. Ooh. And I'm just going to put that in my crease and blend it up. Yeah, we can definitely see it. Like, that is already really stunning. Okay. Now I think on the same fluffy brush, I'm going to go into... I'm going to go in and Make It Rain, which is just a slightly deeper, like, mossy green. And I'm just going to put that directly in my crease and blend it up into that mint shade. Just to make it a little more green and not as minty green blue. Ooh, that looks nice. So now on a flat brush, I'm gonna take, do I want to go brown? Yeah, I'm gonna take Equity, which is that camel like brown green, and I'm just gonna create the shape that I want over here in my outer V. Wing it out a little bit. I'm just gonna work that shade into my crease. The shade's going on super nice. It's a beautiful shade of green. And now I'm just gonna dip into Persuasion, which is the brown. And just darken up that outer V. Just a little bit. I'm closing the palette. I'm just going to use my color switch so that when I go into my next eye, we don't have that crazy dark brown first. And then with no extra product, I'm just going to just blend this so that it's a little more together. And then I think I'm going to take Tax Free on the outer corner. I go into shimmers with my finger. You can definitely use a brush. I just think I get better payoff using my finger. And then for the center of the lid, I think I want to go in to Money Heist, but I feel like I want it more green. Here, let's start with Money Heist, and if we need to go a little more green. Yeah, I'm gonna take Poison Ivy, which is that super, like, lime green. And just run that on my lid. Well, that looks pretty. And then I'm going to end up taking Divine Intervention, the white shade, on my inner corner, but I will do that at the end. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I will be right back. Alright, the other side of my top lid is done. Now I'm going to go ahead and I didn't put my lid on my eyelid primer. Can't have that. I'm going to go ahead and prime the face. I just try to go back and forth between doing my eyes and my face so that my eyes don't water. So this is the Shiseido Sinker Skin Soft Blurring Primer. I'm almost done with this primer. I do really like it. I feel like it blurs my pores pretty well. I just take it on my T-zone mostly. I'm not doing much else today, so this primer doesn't need to like last through the weather or anything. Alright, and then while that dries, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my e.l.f. This is my liquid liner. This might be one of the last eye looks I get to use it with because it's about gone. And then I'm going to take a little mirror. And we're just going to do a wing. Like I said, I just go back and forth. Now since I'm letting that wing dry, I'm going to do this is my concealer. I use one that's my skin tone for under my foundation to correct any redness, and then I use a brightening concealer after. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect. I have it in the shade 110 Nude Ivory. So I just put it on any little spots. I have like 4 mirrors in front of me, but I can't see out of any of them. Should that tell you I need glasses? Probably. And so now I'm just going to take I use this little BH Cosmetics brush for my concealer. I feel like it blends it out a little bit better than just using my finger. And I just use like stippling motions because I'm not trying to rub it in. I'm just trying to disperse it. If you have any tips for acne scarring, like to get rid of the hyper pigmentation of it, I would take them, because since I've started my new skincare routine, I really haven't had a problem with acne, but obviously I have the scars from previous bouts with it. I'm going to do the eyeliner on my other eye. Let's see if we can get them to match. See, this always happens. I always end up having to do a second dip for my left eye, but my right eye I can just swoop and it's done. Wow. Yeah, no, those are not even close. That's as close as they're getting, and it is what it is. So now I'm going to take a buffing brush. This is also from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take the Sharon C foundation by Uoma Beauty. This is the Flawless in Real Life. I have the shade Fair Lady T1. I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all over the skin. And then I make sure I always do a pump. I bring it down my neck. So I will go ahead and get this blended in. And we will move on to concealer. So again, how is your Monday? Did you do anything exciting over the weekend? I know for a lot of people it's, you know, back to school shopping and you know, the end of the summer. It's never fun. So what do we think? I think the coverage was fine. I could go in with another layer and build it up, but again, I'm not going anywhere else today, so I'm not too worried about it. Then I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. I have the shade C1. And I just put a little dot, a wing. I'm going to just use this to brighten up my under eye area, and then I like the tip of my nose to be a little brighter because that's where I put my highlight. I like my little button nose. And this is the step where I can fix the way, like the shape of my eyeshadow. We are going to do the lower lash line and blow it out a little bit, but I feel like doing this step really gets me that crisp line that I'm looking for. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and go in. I'm using the Hard Candy, the Chilling Wonder Powder, which is the dupe for the Becca Hydro Silk. It's the cooling setting powder. I'm using just a giant fluffy brush. This is the Shayna B Miami one. I love it. It's huge, but it gets the job done. So it is a cooling powder. Feels like water going on your skin. And then I always make sure to powder my neck, because if we put product there, the last thing you want is for your foundation that you put on your neck to be rubbing off onto the collar of your shirt. So I set it with powder, and then I also set it with my setting spray that I use. We'll see if this is a mistake when I go to take my makeup off tonight and it hurts my nose. Now I'm just going to go in. This is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Fix and Go. I don't mind this. It smells kind of like cucumber melon. It's definitely more of a direct spray instead of a fine mist. So if that's not your jam, then you're not going to enjoy that, but I don't mind it. Here, we'll do my lower lash line. So I'm just going to take a little pencil brush. Oh, I closed it. And I'm going to go into, I'm going to start off with Persuasion, which is that dark brown that we used. And I'm going to do my outer third. Just connecting it, pulling it back up to that upper shadow. And then I'm going to take Equity, which is that camel-y green, on the middle half. And bring it all the way down. And then I think I'm going to take Chameleon Fetish, which is the lime, the matte like lime green. So that is what we are looking like. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing there on the bottom of the other eye, and I will be right back. Alright, both lower lashes are done now. I'm just going to take Divine Intervention on my pinky. And we're just going to put that in my inner corner. Normally I would use whatever highlighter I'm using as my inner corner highlight, but I can't pass up using this white shade. That is really pretty. So, before I move on to the rest of my face, you know, this is the eye look. I am going to put on lashes and mascara, but I really liked it. I only have this palette and the Blue Blood palette, and I'd say the shadows are right on par with that. They're very soft, creamy, and blendable. The shimmers perform really well. They're really sparkly, as I have glitter all over me now. So if you're into greens and you were interested in this palette, I would pick it up. I think it's great. So I know not everybody's going to want to stay for the putting on the rest of my face. The only other Jeffree Star product I'm using is I'm going to use my Ice Cold highlighter for my face. And I might get just a tiny bit in the inner corner because it's not as bright as I normally do it. But I do like that extra bit of green. So now I'm just going to go in. I have the Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. Let's not try and do this in the camera and mess up my eyebrows. My eyebrows are pretty full, so I generally just use this to help shape them, get that fluffy brow look that's in style currently. I love it because as a kid I was very much bullied for having giant fluffy eyebrows, and like now it's the trend and people want that, and it's just like, I was born with these, thank you. I I went and got my eyebrows waxed once, and I had them like make them thinner because I have such big eyebrows. Hated it. I cried. I was so upset until they grew back. Because like, do I wish they were a little thinner so I had more eye space to work with? Absolutely. But my face just didn't look right without my big eyebrows. Now I'm going to take the Rimmel London Scandalized Mascara. It's just a big fluffy mascara. This is what the wand looks like. And I'm just going to go ahead and do my top and bottom lashes. I don't love this mascara. I got it sent to me to review, but I don't hate it. I feel like it's a little more wet and stickier than I prefer personally in a mascara. But it's not bad. It does give them a little bit more volume, a little more definition. It is a very black mascara. What are your favorite mascaras? Leave them down below. I am always ready to try a new mascara. Oh, and I guess I lied. I have another Jeffree Star product. I'm going to use the Morphe and Jeffree Star, the liquid lipstick in the shade Leo, because I feel like a neutral brown would just complement the green really well and complement like the khaki tones in the greens that I used. So now I'm going to go into the BH Cosmetics Belgian Waffle palette for my bronzer. I'm going to mix shades Batter, Buttermilk, and just a little bit of powdered sugar because I've been liking the glowy bronzer look lately. Just put that on my cheeks. I'm using another BH Cosmetics brush. This is the shape. I really like this for my bronzer. I feel like it gets me the lines how I want them. It still blends out, like it's not too dense to where I can't manipulate the product, but it's not too flimsy that I don't get a precise line. We're just gonna go ahead and do the other side. So generally, first I just make the straight line that I want, and then I buff and blend it out. Same thing with my forehead. I kind of place it where I want it to go, and then I just buff and blend. When in doubt, buff and blend it out. And always go up into your hairline, especially like right now I have my hair bleached, which I need to do again. Like, you're gonna see scalp if you don't blend it all the way up. And then I'm gonna take, this is an Alamar Cosmetics brightening brush. This is what I use to contour my nose. And I'm just gonna go into the shade Batter again, and then I take a little bit of cinnamon, because it's a little more warm, just for a little more of a contrast on my nose. And then I just bring it from my eyebrows all the way down to the tip of my nose. And then I do the tip. And then I do about where my nostrils are, about where they end, so I can create more of a pronounced button, as you can see. And then I go into the shade Buttermilk, which is the brightening shade, and I just brighten the tip of my nose. And that is that. Now I'm going to take the BH Cosmetics Belini palette, which is for blush. And I'm going to go into, this is what she looks like. I'm going to go into the shades Georgia Peach, Peach of Cake, Georgia Peach, Peach of Cake, and probably Life's a Peach. And I just swirl and dab and then lightly blend, and I blend it up into my bronzer. And there we are. It's not showing up too much on camera, but I'm telling you in person, I look sun-kissed. And then what I do is I take my powder brush that I had my setting powder on, and I just re-go over that so that it's not, you look a little more diffused, it blends it into the skin a little bit more. So in case I have any stark, harsh lines, this usually takes care of that. And now I'm going to go in, I'm going to put lashes on. I have the green Duo Glue, and then these lashes are from Amazon. They do not have a style name, but this is the style that I'm using. I will have these linked down below. As long as, again, everything that I'm wearing, I always have it in my description box. So what I do is I like to double glue my lashes. So I take a little bit of lash glue and I put it on my lash line, and then I just dip it again and put the glue on the lashes themselves. And sometimes I need a double dip. And now we wait. So we gotta let the glue get tacky. And then I just place them. And then you just bend them and put them where you want, and then I just try to do one more layer of mascara. Just to get them blended a little bit better into and see, this is why I'm saying I don't love this mascara, because it's very hard to do 2 coats of it, and like that's just for me is frustrating. So this is what we are looking like. I need an eyelash curler. I legitimately do not own one. It's kind of ridiculous. And then again, I just go in and put it on the lash line. Come out of your package. Yippee! And I know it's a little less sanitary to do it this way, but I'm the only one using my eyelash glue. I'm the only one using my lashes. And if I wasn't feeling good, I don't do lashes that day. I know that's not like a foolproof way to do it, but don't you hate it when like one eye is perfect and it goes on great and smooth and easy, and then the other is just like, haha, you thought. Because that is constantly what my eyes do to me. There we go. And that is with lashes. And now I'm going to take, again, this is the Ice Cold highlighter from Jeffree Star. And I'm just going to put that on my nose. On my cheeks. And then I think I'm just going to take my pinky in a little bit. And just brighten up my inner corner just a little bit more. I'm going to go back in with the Rimmel London Stay Matte Spray one more time. And then, last but not least, the Morphe X Jeffree Star Liquid Lipstick in the shade Leo. Oh, that looks nice. I was worried that it wasn't going to go with the eyes, but... Alright. And so, here is the finished look. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. If you would like to see more looks using this palette, I could definitely do a more neutral look or an even deeper green. So I would be glad to do that for you. So just let me know down below. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. I do upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.